Cool. I'm live. Hey, you guys. What is up? Happy Sunday. I hope you are. Um, it's pouring rain here as I'm looking out this window. So I hope it's dry or maybe like playing outside in puddles or whatever you're doing. But I hope it's a full, beautiful day. Okay, so I'm just going to give you a couple of little cool updates that I want to like put you in the loop with. It's been a while since I've been anywhere near YouTube, so just checking in here. Um, yeah, so a couple cool things that I have on the go. Starting October 1st, Daily Ritual and myself are putting on a 31 days of movement and wellness sort of challenge. And it is a challenge because like 31 consecutive days is pretty hard. And I know that I could use that commitment, that recommit to self. So that's exciting. That's coming up. It's called Routine and Ritual, and I've included a link to a blog below that is going to tell you all of the details. So if you want to join, you can. There's two ways that you can join. The first one is just sort of at your own kind of pleasure. You tap into Daily Rituals YouTube. We're going to go live each day and share some practice, some either pose breakdowns or short flows or, yeah, just some good information or movement, posture ideas, alignment ideas, all this sort of stuff. So we're going to be sharing that through Daily Rituals. YouTube. We're going to go live every day for like 10 to 20 minutes, nothing crazy. And you can tune in there if you want to do it that way. The other way that you can join, second way, is by joining Daily Ritual. And I have a really sweet promo for the month of October. It's all of the information is in the blog that I linked in this thing. It should be below maybe. And that is for a super discounted month of October. You get entered to win 3 months free if you commit the 31 days with us in studio, in our online studio. So, yeah, pretty cool little thing. Um, and I'm excited for that because I know that like I said a second ago, I could use that recommit to self, to my body and my heart, and just like getting back into my practice. Um, yeah, so that's the first thing, the 31 days of movement and wellness coming up real quick. Invite your friends, let's do this. And the second thing is I'm hosting a live free class for the new moon in Libra coming up on October 6th. So that's going to be just somatic, delicious yumminess, slow moving, because that's my vibe lately. And yeah, you're welcome to join that. Also, the link should be in the comments or just below the video. I'll double check that when I get off of here, but I would love to have you join classes October 6th for the new moon in Libra, and it will be appropriate for anybody. So if you want to come, you can sign up. It's free, 8 a.m. Pacific time or Vancouver time. Yeah, that's all I kind of have to let you know about. If you want to join in through the YouTube challenge part, we're doing it through YouTube because I'm kind of distancing myself from Facebook right now. So just honoring that maybe other people want to distance themselves from Facebook as well, and opening it up to more people, more humans to come and join. But if you do want to join into that, you'll just like find Daily Rituals YouTube. It's in the blog information. All of the details are below. Yeah. Okay. So that's my updates, and I wanted to just share some movement with you. So if you want to move with me, I would love that. Start on your mat. Oh yeah, lots of space here. Maybe I could even move this a little closer. Too close. Okay, so on your mat, you can just land on your seat with hero's position on the knees. And if you like to sit on a block, you're welcome to sit on a block or on your heels, whatever feels right. And you can take your hands to your bum and just grab low, kind of get personal, and lift the cheeks up towards your sacrum. And then slide the hands back to the top of the thighs. Take a couple of little sliding glides of the ribs from side to side. Just sort of inviting a soft movement to this seated space before we find a couple of moments of breath. And then making your way into a space of stillness with the seat rooted back and wide. And draw a zip of length through the belly. And breathe fullness into the heart space, all sides of your ribcage expanding wide. And tip the chin, lengthen through the neck, and feel your crown rising up. And begin to connect into your breath. Inhaling through the nose, and perhaps exhaling through the mouth, softening the shoulders, softening the face. Invite in a connected breath. Inhale, looping into exhale. And bringing beautiful focus and awareness to each breath you take. Allow yourself to ground, to soften. And bringing your presence to this moment, into the inner workings of yourself. And beginning to sensitize through the breath to your body. And take just 2 more breaths in this space. Full deep inhales. Exhale, releasing and letting go. And feel that letting go in your body. And place both hands to your heart, one on top of the other, and just presence with your heartbeat. Connecting into the pulse. Little heart squish, hug up. And promise yourself a beautiful practice. We'll walk the arms forward, make your way into an all fours position. The hands can land ahead of the shoulders and the knees underneath of the hips. The top of the foot can find a subtle press down and drag back. And begin to glide into the ribs from side to side, letting the hips pull you back and wide. Gliding in a slow, mindful way into the side ribs. Allow the belly to soften as you start to open into the side body. Adding a few more details in as we glide the ribs wide towards the left side. Drop right ear to right shoulder. And curl your chin into the chest and press down the mat. Let the hips slide back, soft belly. Or glide wide, right ribs towards the right side, left ear to left shoulder. Curl the chin in and inflate. Press to fill into the rib cage. Slide back. Find a softness here. Gliding from side to side. Curling in and pressing to find extra fullness. Staying present and connected with your breath. as you move into new space, familiar space, but perhaps new today. And you're welcome to stay just moving from side to side, or you can start to invite in some rib rolls, chin to chest, pressing down the mat, rolling through the back. Let the hips slide you back and take it the other way, moving from side to side, back and forth. Explore how expansive you can make your back heart, the shoulder blades expanding, the fascia stretching, the skin stretching. Make your way back into a neutral space. Press the ground away, fill into the heart, fill into the back rib cage. Slide the hips back. The right arm threads underneath of the left. Land the right side of your head down to the mat. The right fist can gently press down, so the pinky side of the fist presses down into the ground. And your left hand can gently push the mat away energetically. Option to stay just like this. Option to wrap the left arm around behind to create a little bind. The left hand catches the inner right thigh. Lift the chin, open with your breath. Breathe fully into the heart, into the shoulder space. And if you can find more length in the neck, there is a subtle stretch you can find with your left shoulder moving away from the left ear. Take one more breath here. Unwind if you've caught a bind. And place the left hand back down to the mat. Press yourself up, hands and knees. Slide the hips back and wide and undulate through the spine, curling in, chin to chest. Press down the mat and broaden through the back. As the hips slide back and wide, knees press wide, lengthen the belly. And then ripple forward, articulating each little piece of the spine. Hips slide back, lengthen the belly, open. And then wrap forward, curling in, chin to chest, pressing the ground to broaden through the back. And creating this quality of water in your body that is liquid and soft and wave like the ocean. And find some stillness. Press the mat away, inflate through the back of the heart. And feeling the alignment of your spine, curvy in its nature. We'll slide the hips back. Left arm threads underneath of the right, or thread the needle on the other side. Land the left side of your head down to the mat. Lift the chin out of the throat. The left pinky side of the fist can gently press down. The right hand can ever so subtly push the mat away in an energetic way. Option to stay here in this space. Option to take your right hand, wrap it around your back to catch the inner left thigh, if that's available for you. Wherever you go, invite your breath to open you. Let go and breathe. Take one more breath here. Unwrap the bind if you've caught it. Right hand plants back to the right side of the mat. Press yourself all the way up into hands and knees. Fill into the heart. Holding the broadness through the back, we'll slide the hips back, tuck the toes, and lift up into hands and feet. With the feet as wide as your hips or as wide as your mat, space is nice. Paws connected, bend into the knees and start to shift your hips from side to side. Moving with this primal, twisting, weaving, winding quality. As the ribs glide wide towards the right side, left ear can drop towards left shoulder. Hold length through the neck, fullness through the heart, and softness in the belly. Mm. Take a deep bend into the knees. Melt the belly towards the thighs. Root your hips wide up and high. Feel the extension through the back of the leg. Little shift of the hips side to side. And then resist your paws down and back as you stretch your heart forward. Press down the mat. Bend the knees. Melt the belly. Slide the hips wide and high. Curl the chin into the chest. Roll through into more of a plank position. Lift the chin into openness and then bend the knees. Slide the hips wide up and high. Pause, press down and out to the side. Lengthen and then curling the chin in. Feel the fullness through the back. Roll through towards like a plank. Lift the chin. Open it up. One more deep bend into the knees. Root your hips wide up and high, lengthen into the back of the legs. Chin curls in. Press down the mat as you roll through the back, coming forward, forward, forward. Lift the chin. Bend the knees and lower the knees down to the mat. Wide knees, connect your toes, sit back, child's pose, melt here. Taking just a couple moments, pausing here to feel. If your forehead is on the mat, you can roll from side to side. Massaging third eye. Find stillness. 2 more breaths in this space. Roll yourself back. Sit onto your knees. You can narrow your knees and we'll lift up off of the heels. Top of the foot can press down with a subtle drag back. We'll reach the arms forward to sweep all the way back. Both hands catch behind the skull. And press your head into your hand. Let your neck get long and open. Slide the hips back, root wide. Rise through the center, lift your heart, open your belly. Sit back, sit deep. Lift up, open. Ribs stretching up away from the hips. Head presses into the hands, sit back and rise. Slide the hips back, curl your chin into your chest, rounding through the upper back. Little slide, glide of the ribs from side to side. Connecting into the back of your heart, shoulder blades expanding. Low ribs floating above the lumbar spine. Gliding wide the space underneath of the armpits from side to side. Come back through center, root your hips back, soften the belly, and rise your heart back up. Big stretch, reach up. One more, stretch high, open. And then release your hands back down. Walk them forward to all fours, hands and knees. Press the mat away as you fill through the back and come forward. And then slide the hips back with a long open belly, pulsing forward and back here. Slide your hips way back, peel the left knee open to the side, and place your paw to the mat. Kickstand the right foot out just a little bit, sit back, root wide. Rise, lift and lengthen into the left side. Slide the hips back. Left paw digging down, dragging back. Allow your belly to stay soft, long and open. Rising into the left ribs. Melt your right ear towards right shoulder, lift the chin. You can invite like a little wave into your spine, sitting the hips back, melting the belly to the thigh, and then rippling forward through the back into the side, little rotation. And take the left hand to the right ribs. Slide the hips back and then lift and twist open. And as you sit back and lift and twist into the ribs, notice the left shoulder and melt it away from the ear. Utilizing the power of the left paw, stay connected to your glutes. Holding the roots as you lift and twist to isolate through the rib rotation. Sit back, curl in, chin to chest. Inflate through the back and then glide wide open into your spiral. How long can you open through the neck? Left arm takes a big stretch forward and long. Connect left hand to right forearm, root back. Curl in, chin to chest. Slide your ribs from side to side. Connect through the back. And then root the hips back, melt the belly, and peel yourself open. Big stretch. One more time, sit back, curl it in, chin to chest, slide around in the ribs, and then root your hips back, rotate, right ribs revolve up as you expand into the left side. One more pulse. Release left hand back into all fours, hands and knees. With the hips, keep them high. Walk your hands forward into heart melting pose. And if this doesn't feel cool for your shoulders, you're always welcome to make like a little double fist stack, land the forehead to your fists. Otherwise, find some softness here. Again, inviting in a little massage for third eye if that feels right. And then find stillness. Breathe into anywhere that you're feeling extra tension. And take one more breath. And with the hands connected forward, roll your spine forward. Align through the back. Fill by pressing the mat away. Slide the hips back, lengthen the belly, and begin to pulse forward and back. Next time you slide your hips way back, peel the right knee open to the side and place your paw to the mat. Extend the left foot out just a little bit. Slide the hips back and wide. Rise, lift, and lengthen. Open little rainbow. Rise through the right side. Sit back. Lift up. Left ear cascades towards left shoulder like the crown is pouring over top of the left arm. Chin lifted. Throat open. Lifting the space underneath of the right armpit as the right paw digs down, drags back. You can invite a little undulation, a water roll, sliding the hips back, melting the belly, rolling through the back into the side. And sit back, roll forward into the side body. And take the right hand to the left ribs. Sit the hips back, hold your roots, and then lift and twist. And slide the hips back. Keep the belly long, soft, and open. Lift and twist, spiraling. Can melt the right shoulder away from the ear. Pour the crown down and over through left shoulder. Find length through the neck. Right arm, big stretch forward and long. Connect into a bind, right hand to left forearm. Begin to work into the spiral, root the hips back and open into the right side. Revolving the left ribs up, expanding, opening through the right line. Can sit back, curl in, chin to chest. Resist the hand from the forearm to broaden through the back and glide, slide the ribs from side to side. And then root your hips back and wide. Open into the spiral. Revolve, twist, open it up. Take that one more time. Sit back, curl it in, chin to chest. Press down the mat. Resist the hand from the forearm and slide the ribs from side to side. And then root the hips back. Spiral open. Left ribs revolve up as we expand through right side. One more pulse here. Big stretch. Reach, rise, open. And then release. Right hand back. Right knee back. We'll just take a little pause. Sit back into a child's pose. Let yourself feel everything. Taking little bits of pause, break in between to notice, to integrate. Walk your hands forward, roll your spine forward. Slide the hips back, tuck the toes, and rise up into hands and feet. The knees as wide as the hips. Bend into the knees. We'll take a couple of pulses forward and back. A little shifting of the hips from side to side. Take what you need here. Okay, externally rotate your right hand, toes and knees twist left. Bend the knees, root the hips, and rising to the left ribs. And taking a few pulses here. Warming, lift the chin, open through the neck, open through the belly. And come back through center. Deep bends, pulse heart forward. Deep bends, option wide knees, little shift tick tock of the hips of the knees from side to side. This might only work if you have a super sticky mat. And then reach forward. Bend your knees, root the hips high and wide. Externally rotate the left hand, toes and knees twist to the right side. Knees forward, root back and rise. Take one more pulse here. Knees forward, root back, rising through right ribs. And then take a deep bend into the knees, lowering the hip down to the mat. Right hand plants and we'll extend the left arm to the top right corner of the mat. And just transitioning to the back. With the feet connected to the mat behind your sits bones, just press the mat away to lift the bum and then place it back down. Your arms can rest beside you, lift the chin, open through the neck. And take a pause to breathe here for a moment. Slide the arms along the ground so that they land above your head. Here in this space, start to let your knees fall from side to side, a little moving washer twist. And as the knees move towards the left, let them sort of pull you all the way over into like a floppy twist. There's no rules here, just land where you feel the best or where you feel something that you want to feel. Notice in the space where you hold tension, check the shoulders, check the neck, check the knees and the ankles, and just take a general body scan to see where is kind of holding in a tense space. Roll back onto the mat. Let the knees fall towards the right and let those knees sort of carry you into a floppy twist. Again, noticing where you're feeling tension, inviting the body to soften, feel supported by the earth. Deep, full grounding breaths. We'll roll back onto the back. Let the knees carry you all the way over to the left one more time. Floppy twist to the left side. Roll onto the back. Knees carry you all the way over to the right one last time. Come back through center. With the knees bent and the arms just hanging out up here where they are. Take a pause just to feel. You're gonna add on a little bit. So let your knees fall over towards the left. Snug your left elbow towards your left ribs. Moving into what would be that floppy twist, but this time we're going to press ourselves up with the left hand into a seat. Take a twist, almost like you follow that line into a twist towards the right side. Lengthen through your torso. Zip through the central channel. And then twist in the opposite way, right hand to the left thigh. And twisting in this opposite way here. Place your left hand down behind you a little bit. Pick up your bum and sweep the right arm back, stretch into the side, open it up. And then sit your bum back down. Right hand can support. Slide the left arm back long, onto the side, onto the back. Reach the arms above your head. And then we'll let the knees just wash from side to side, a little bit of a rinse out. Find some stillness and feel. A little shaky. Let your knees land over towards the right. Right elbow snugs in towards the right ribs. Moving on to the side body, use the right hand, press yourself up into this twist. And carry it around, twisting towards the left side. Lift up, lengthen through the belly, lengthen through the neck. And we'll take this twist the other way. Left hand to the right thigh, right fingertips land back behind, little twist. Lift through the whole central channel. And then plant your right hand down, kind of a little bit away from your right hip. Pick up your bum and sweep the left hand back. Big stretch into the side, open. And place your bum back down. Left hand supports as we slide the right hand out. Melt your way back down to the ground and then onto the back. Can pick up your bum, neutralize your spine. Lift the knees and the arms into the air. Arms reach up high, knees at a 90 degree. Take an active twist, knees halfway right, arms halfway left. Take a stretch, reach, press long, open. Like there's this floating tension and tone. And back through center. Knees to the left, arms to the right. Inviting in a resisted push of the heels away. Lift the chin and reach long. Back through center, knees to the right, arms to the left. Take a stretch, press long. One more to the left, knees, left arms right. Stretch on your diagonal, floating tension and tone. Reach, open. Back through center, catch your hands to your knees. The knees can pull heavy away so the arms pull long. Shoulder blades broad on the back. Little rock from side to side if that feels supportive to you. Give yourself a big hug, snuggle in the knees, wrap your arms around yourself. Say a little love note. Thank every one of your cells for showing up to move as a unified force. And release the legs, extend them long. Catch your hands to your bum, lift the cheeks up towards your sacrum. Give yourself a big hug, lifting the shoulders, the heart away from the mat, broaden. And then lower down with more space. Hands can catch behind the neck. With the fingertips beside the cervical spine, just pull the flesh up to guide the front of the neck into a more openness, as well as sort of luxuriating in the massage of the back of the neck. You're also welcome to take this into the traps, little pinch and pull. And then release your arms to the side. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Let go. One more of those, guys. Full breath in. And exhale. Let yourself totally soften. Resting in the magic of movement. The vibration that we have the beautiful opportunity to keep lifted. So simple. So magnificent. If you have the space, please stay, rest. And if you don't, that is where this is going to end. So yeah, I've linked up a bunch of stuff below. 31 days of movement and wellness with routine and ritual. That's moving through daily rituals, teachers and myself. The free version through our YouTube channel. Subscribe to that to stay in the loop there. And you can also join our membership for a super discounted rate. And get entered to win 3 months free if you complete 31 days. So we would really love to have you. And what else is there? I'm teaching a free class October 6th for the new moon in Libra. And I cannot wait. So yeah, check it out. All the details below. I love you. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. And namaste. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.